The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space and world, because neither one of us have any law degrees. I am Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. So let's start the damn show. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling fine. I was out in Owen Sound. I guess what would Owen Sound be in to like the Cleveland folks? What kind of rural area would that be?
Man, that'd be because that's like lake and cottage country type.
Yeah.
I don't really. There might be a few cottage country type places and stuff like that, but like set on lake and setting.
Yeah,
that's kind of unique to Ontario.
Okay.
It's kind of unique.
Yeah.
Because I want to say the places where the Great Lakes is and stuff. A lot of people like you might have condos,
right?
And like I want to say not really like houses and situated where you can enjoy all. That's more of the city hustle and bustle right there.
Yeah.
Because like the fucked up thing they used to say before was mistake by the lake. That's what Cleveland was. Whatever, right? Because even like, look at Chicago. Chicago and stuff is dead on the lake and stuff. The city of Chicago itself.
Yeah.
But there's no. It's just condos and everything kind of lined up. So like I said, it's kind of unique to Ontario.
Got it.
So the cottage country world is unique here.
Well, I just say that because I mean, like the city looked like the Wizard of Oz, and everybody was Dorothy and Toto yesterday. I just kept seeing news reports. I kept seeing friends talking about this is a storm and a half, man.
4 people died from that storm.
That's insane.
From the storm.
That's insane. And it's funny because typically we don't get storms like that, right? It's like usually we'll sit on watching our TVs and see the news reports of like down south. Because, you know,
that was hurricane level yesterday.
It was hurricane level for sure.
And it was a blip.
Yeah, because you were saying like the sun came out and it's like everybody was hunky-dory again.
Yeah, because I tell you, it was the funniest with the lady, man. The lady with the dog. I'm so fucked. I had the window open.
Yeah.
And below my balcony area is like a lot of open space where people walk their dog.
Of course. Yeah.
So I'm looking and stuff like, I wasn't looking and stuff. I was in the living room and I heard the rain and stuff coming out. I looked at the sky. I was like, okay, shit, it's raining now. And then I hear like tat, 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 tat. So I'm like, oh, that's hail.
Right.
So
so it hailed too?
It hailed in my area. So it went from rain to hail. And then like wind was like crazy. So it got dark. And this is like noon.
Right, yeah.
This is like noon. All I hear is, no. So I'm looking like, the fuck? Who the hell's about to get raped outside in this rain or whatever, right? Yo, I look. Lady got her fucking dog on the leash and the dog about to blow away in the fucking sky. Wow. And I was looking like the dog's getting strangled by the leash. She's like, Wow. And she like, when she got onto a decent level, I'm at the balcony like, oh shit. And then when she snatched the dog, she kind of like clutched him like this and just took off running and shit, whatever. I'm like, fucker, when the time it was raining, you're walking the dog, you'd be like, yeah, you better piss right here by this damn door.
Yeah.
You're going back in this building. No.
Wow. I wonder how much people got caught like that. Because it was like a rapid succession.
Well, mad people. Because like I know the one lady who got hit by the tree.
Yeah.
Let's say she was just out.
Yeah.
And she just realized, oh shit, the weather's, switching gears on her.
Right.
So they said, I'm assuming she was trying to hurry home, but the tree was already getting ready to tap out. So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say wrong place, right time. Wrong time, but everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So, I mean, bam. God's plan or final destination. Pick one.
I mean, well, we, condolences to those who had lost their life during the storm yesterday, and for those who have to repair, build back, and I mean, more power to you, because like I said, we don't typically get weather like that, so it's not like we have any sort of like action plan put together for that sort of shit. It's just a reaction to it.
No, because I think like here, you guys are used to more of the snow.
The snow, right? Yeah.
So, like, I remember a few years ago and stuff. Not a few years ago. Damn, it's been a minute. Remember the time when like that super rain came down in that summer, and like trains were flooded, people were trapped, people were drowning and shit.
Yes.
Ain't no water contingency plans.
No. And I'm thinking, wow, down south where they're used to tornadoes, they must be looking at us like, they must be looking at us like, because remember when when I can't remember what place it was down south when they got the snowfall. Us Canadians was like, what, you got an inch?
Texas.
2 inches? Yeah, you got an inch, 2 inches, and you shut down?
Texas.
See? That's not, but now, yesterday, it was like, yeah, no, that was different.
That's what I was saying. Like, picture like you lived in, like you're used to the Kansas area. And that area is like Tornado Alley. That's what they call it.
Right, yeah.
Right? And now you leave wherever to go visit. And now, let's say you come to Toronto.
Right.
And they're like, tornado warning. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Everything like, they're looking at you like, fuck out of here, man. It's just light work, man.
Just light.
I don't even, was that a water spout? That's your tornado? Come talk to me when you see that 2 tornadoes in 1 hour.
Yeah.
And they be looking like, no, that ain't normal, my guy. Like, yo, I don't know where you live. You sound like you live in Death Alley. But hey, we are here.
We're here, man.
Folks at home, welcome. Like, comment, subscribe.
All of that.
Streaming platforms possible.
Mm-hmm.
Or go on podicalsons.com and enjoy yourself with all those episodes and stuff to catch up with while you're getting this fresh one fresh off the press.
Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
Yes, true indeed. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Polls? We got the polls?
Let's play with the polls. So first one was, do we live by the laws of the land or do we live by our own culture? And my own culture is at 83%.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
That's strong. Yeah, I would have to agree that we
you live by the culture.
Yeah, I mean, not me personally, but like on a whole, yeah, I think.
Do we?
I think we live by the culture more than the law of the land.
Okay, so let's talk the things. Talk to me. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah, I think in your immediate settings, you kind of deal with those people first, and you kind of want to. I wouldn't necessarily say impress.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to try and fall in suit and not tend to be an outsider.
From your culture.
Yeah.
From whatever your culture might be.
Whatever your culture might be.
Okay. Let me say this. Whatever my remix of a culture might be, because I'm all over the damn place.
Yeah. You got many cultures that you can adhere to.
I can jump in so many damn cultures and stuff, whatever. So let me go with. Okay, I saw some Wanda Sykes thing. So the situation's in my head. Before I start with this Wanda Sykes thing, let me just say this. Wanda Sykes made a statement and said she still can't forgive Will what he did to Chris Rock. And this is so horrendous.
Okay.
And I said, this is nothing but fucking first world fucking problems. She's like, she don't know how to fucking function. How long ago? That shit was like last month.
Yeah. That was...
And you're still harping on it?
Yeah.
But okay, even that. All right. The law of the land is you put your hands on somebody, that's an assault.
An assault.
Possible charge.
Right.
The culture is like, you're going to have somebody disrespect your wife. You're going to go on a culture? Or you going to this jail cell?
But I mean, if your boys are around you when your wife is getting disrespected, like I said, you want to fit in, you're going to go with the culture. But if your boys are not around you, you might second guess that law of the land thing.
Because you see, like, okay, even religious aspect and stuff, right? Law of the land would be, let's say, like, from just tapping into the religious side. So law of the land would be every person you have sex with is on your Equifax. So it's on your credit score. It's on your history.
It's your story, yeah.
It's on your history, right? But if you're part of that religious culture or the Christianity culture now, a baptism resets the body count.
Get you that clean slate.
It gets you the clean slate. So what do you go by? The law of the land or the culture?
Is there anything about anything called a Christian by convenience? No.
That could be me.
That could be
me on a holiday. Christmas and Easter. Praise the Lord, brother. Bless you, sister.
Bless you.
Oh. As I said, like the law of the land thing, I get it. I feel that the law of the land would play a role so many more times than we expect.
Right.
But I guess the culture thing kind of speaks about everything first because, all right, law of the land, let's say the honor killings.
Okay.
When I hear, I think it's the Hindu or Indian sect. Like when I hear like, you know, the parents killing the daughters or the children and stuff like that and all that, but I always scratch my head. I was like, we got laws in place for you, my guy. Like you're going to jail.
Yeah.
But they're looking like, no, in our culture, this is what stands. And I was like, yo, real talk, especially here, a lot of people fuck with the culture over they fuck with the law of the land.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'll give you another example. Ku Klux Klan.
Hanging black people is wrong, but they're fucking with their type, and that's their culture.
That's their culture.
Right. Okay, so law of the land is garbage. I stand corrected.
I'm telling you, man, people are strong with their culture because I think it's the first thing that they deal with, the first connection that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And then the law of the land kind of sits on the outskirts of that. So like the example that you gave, right?
Mm.
Somebody disrespects your wife.
Mm-hmm.
If you're with 3 or 4 of your boys, and your boys is like, you gonna take that? You're gonna let you soft, man.
Nobody talking to my girl like that. You got people out talking to your chick like that?
Yeah, and then and again, it's like the whole culture thing because now your girl is looking at you like, well, he would have slapped the shit out of it for disrespecting me. Now you're put in a spot where you gotta now roll with the culture and face the law of the land. Whereas if your boys ain't around, you're like, nah, babe, he didn't mean nothing.
How big is he? He's like to size up some shit.
Size him up, right?
I told that to somebody. I'm like, yo, as a heterosexual man,
yeah,
because my gay friends say that they don't do battle. Gay men don't do battle.
They don't battle.
Battle, not fight.
No.
They battle. We don't battle. Is this medieval times? So they're like, one of my gay friends, he's like, we're gay people. He's like, we're gay men. It's like, we're gonna ask that guy, don't fight. You want to come over for a threesome and shit like that? I was like, fair. Your laws is different from my laws.
Different.
But for real though, when it comes down to it, as a heterosexual man, you look at a dude, it's just instinct. I feel like you look at another dude and stuff and be like, if shit was to pop off, could you take this person, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Like, you don't want to fight him.
No.
But he's just saying like, you know, if worst case scenario or stuff, whatever, could you best set person?
Yeah.
In your mind, you'd be like,
it's funny, you know, like back in a time,
mm-hmm.
there used to be a point where if you felt disrespected, you take your white glove off,
slap the shit out
and
of somebody.
You slap the shit out of somebody.
You give him a Chris Rock special with the glove.
And then you go and have a 10-pace duel out. That was like
common. And that was the law.
That was the law.
That was the law of the land. 2 police officers like, what happened? Oh, he took his glove off. Well, this is out of our hands.
Nah, the glove came off.
The glove came off.
Did the glove hit you?
We just gonna pick up the dead body. We here to pick up the dead body. We gonna witness that shit.
They had the referee and shit counting the paces.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Back to back.
1,
2, 3, 4. Niggas, if you cheat this stuff, you're like, what we going to 7? 6. Ow!
It's like law of the land.
Yeah. Enough said. All right. Wait, before we move on to stuff, whatever, culture.
Right.
What's your definition of culture?
My definition of culture would be a group of people sharing a similar background and a set of ideas.
I can agree to that. I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
Got anything more to add to that? And then kind of.
No, look up the definition. Because if I look at the actual definition and stuff, I think that would be perfect definition and stuff for culture, right? Let me see. What is the definition? Culture. You ready for this?
Ready.
According to Google, It says the same. Oh, well, they gave a science one too. So
they broke it down.
They said like the one perfect for your situation. Number 2, it says the custom, arts, social institutions, or achievement of a particular nation, people, or social group.
Okay.
And then
all those things would kind of fall into the ideas.
Like civilization, society, like type of thing, whatever. So like your society, a popular society and stuff like that, and Caribbean culture.
Right.
That's the example they use. So yeah, you're right. The other culture they had was like, bacteria.
In the petri dish.
I was looking like, actually, that is culture too.
That's culture.
I was going to say Cardi B's daughter, but that's a different culture.
That's a different culture altogether.
Okay. So let's give the next poll. The next poll says, are men more agreeable than women? 79% said yes. Do you agree or disagree?
I said yes for that poll.
Talk to me. Talk about it.
I think we're just easy going, man. There's not
women don't feel like that. Women feel like we're the most difficult creatures on the fucking planet. I feel like, and I was talking to my girl about this the other day.
Right.
I feel like women. Okay, so when I ask the question, do black women respect black men?
Yeah.
I feel like women feel like they're more superior than men.
Right.
Because you're like, I don't think I've ever heard a man say like, oh, you're a woman, you have your period, you're a baby.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've never heard a man say that.
No.
Even neither. A statement similar to it.
Me neither.
Right?
Yeah.
But if a man is sick, women are like, men are babies. When they get sick, they're babies. I'm like, we're people. We had those shit.
I can't really function when I'm sick.
I'm like, you can function when you're like, you're great. You're a warrior.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an inferior superior. Like, all right, you're a sister.
Yeah.
I was in conversation with one of your sisters. We're having a conversation. She's like, stupid shit men do. I was like, I beg your pardon. She's like, you guys are so dumb. Inferior superior complex. Women, my opinion, I feel like a lot of women feel like they're more. You agree?
I agree. Remember last week I said a lot of times they say we're clueless.
See?
We're clueless.
So we're just two stupid men up here on these mics. We don't know we're talking about hot dog. That ain't right though. That ain't right.
Nah.
That's not toxic femininity.
It is.
That's not toxic femininity.
It is, but they'll never see it like that. They'll never see it like that.
It's a message right there.
Right now, there's some women arguing when they go.
Yeah, they're like, what bitch ass Marv? You don't be talking about dear asshole. How dare you speak about my species? But I mean, well, okay. I look at it like this. I always feel like women control like the flow and of sex.
Okay.
The reason why I say that, I look at it where, okay, women know men want sex. Right?
Yeah.
So now when a woman's to date a man, let's say the man goes on a date with the woman and stuff, whatever. Let's say in all, we'll say a good portion of stuff, probably like, all right, let's wrap the fucking dinner up and let's get to this.
Yeah.
Right? And the woman's like, I'm not planning to sleep with you first date. It's some kind of whore to you. Floozy. Trollop. How dare you? I have standards. I am a lady.
Yeah.
You will get this nookie day 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Day 8, you'll get this nookie. Control. And the man just be like, all right, fuck it. We got on 7 more days. And then he agrees to it.
Meanwhile, she got Tyrone on speed dial whenever she want to get busy.
She'll call Tyrone just for a head.
Just for a head.
Just for a head. Just be like, you know what? While I'm waiting out this day 8 for him, I'm gonna need some head like date number 3 after that.
Yeah.
To kind of hold to tie me down.
Because she'll be feeling you by date number 3, but still not gonna give you no nookie. Still holding on. I'll give him, but it's only date 3. Tyrone, you available?
And see, like when it comes, like, all right, even food wise, what do you want to eat? Man is whatever. What do you want to eat? I want burgers. You want burgers? I don't feel for burgers. What do you want to eat? I can go for blah, blah, blah. Why don't we go blah, blah? You're like, all right, fuck it. And the man agrees to it.
Yeah.
His choice was burgers, but he agreed. So men are more agreeable. I don't know why that wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I want to debate.
Yeah. Who is on the no side on that one?
We can take a look later.
I was about to go say, let's take a look later.
As admin, we will take a gander and just give them people like the shame on you, you know, type of thing, you know, bad. Yeah, man, we're agreeable, man. All right, man, let's get to some shits, man.
Let's get into it.
Are you ready for monkeypox? How you feel about monkeypox? You ready for it?
I'm like, is there a specific reason why they called it monkeypox? Because I kept hearing that people are getting it transmitted from every other animal, and monkey wasn't even on the list when they said. I was like, okay.
So okay, what I've seen pertaining to it was that it okay, they have a zoo terminology. It's kind of like the outbreak monkey.
Right.
So it's kind of like there's a word they use basically like it's a animal transmission type of thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really affect our world unless like we come in proximity of like diet, saliva, those type of things and stuff with the animal.
Okay.
Where now we're affected. So now remember, different parts of the world, different people eat monkeys.
Yes, yeah.
Right? And this was like a pox, like the let's say the lesions were similar found on other type of monkeys and stuff in Africa.
Got it. Okay.
That's where it kind of originated and stuff from, whatever. But the mortality rate and the death rate and stuff is like, even in Africa itself, I think it's like less than 6%.
Okay.
It's like less than 6%.
Yeah.
It's just the lesions don't look cute.
Nah, it just look like you got like some hex on you and you get the boil started popping up
like
and
some,
shit.
what's that Stephen King? Diener! I guess Diener. Like some some gypsy magic.
Right.
I think you know what the thing is and stuff, whatever, is that my personal thing, you might jump onto it and stuff, whatever too, but it's kind of like we've been hammered down with COVID.
Right.
Like COVID-19 itself. So now we hear anything and stuff that's not COVID-19, just like, is the world going to shut down again?
Yeah.
You're on high alert.
Well, that's just the thing.
You're on high alert when you hear something and stuff that's not COVID.
I mean, and especially when the news makes like such a like they put it out there in front page it like really well. Because when I first heard about it, it was a news report. America has gotten its first case this year of monkeypox, right? And then just the way they were going about it, and they said the traveler must have been flying in from Canada, right? And then at the end of it, they was like, oh yeah, but the CDC says it's no concern. I'm saying like, then why y'all making it a story for? If one person...
But they don't got shit really to talk about like that though, right?
And that's what I'm saying. So you can imagine if you're watching the news, just like how you're saying, we're coming off the COVID dance, right? We're not fully out of the woodworks yet with that, right?
Right.
So here's this thing now where, okay, all of a sudden now, monkeypox? Like, why are you bringing it up? If it's not anything to worry about. So now you start thinking, shit, I gotta worry about this. Then you start hearing about, oh, well, the WHO is gonna have conversations about how to deal with monkeypox. And you're like, but they just said it ain't nothing to worry about. Why the WHO gotta have conversations about monkeypox?
Yeah.
Right? And so you start thinking about, okay, do I gotta worry about it? Or do I not gotta worry about it?
Well, I mean, I think most of these things, they kind of come in, before they used to come in semi-hot.
Right.
Until you realize, like, okay, COVID came in semi-hot, but COVID came here to stay. So it's stuck.
Right.
So now everybody don't know what to expect, because it's kind of like the conversations where, remember when the start of COVID, I think they were saying like, oh, and I think it was a Dean Koon's book with like the Wuhan virus and it was similar to COVID and everything like that. And motherfuckers like, y'all knew and y'all ain't say shit. This is a pandemic. They're like, so I think from their side, they're looking like, well, all right, fuck it. Whatever we know, y'all gonna know.
Yeah.
And you take what you want and stuff from it, whatever. So I think like this is where it is and stuff too. And then a lot of times, if they shit ain't really popping off like that, whatever, they need like a headline.
Yeah.
They need a headline and stuff to keep you, like, I want to say there, because I want to say, you might only care about the Kardashians. I might only care about like NBA scores. So when it comes to headline news, you're gonna go looking at Kardashians and stuff there on like your E channel or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go to NBA.com.
Right. Yeah.
So I have no both of us don't have no purpose to go to the news or look at the news and stuff because we know exactly what the fuck we want for fodder. Nah, they need to say like, all right, they gotta give you some kind of like because I was
news ticker.
because I think from there, then people be looking like, oh shit. Well, I don't know. And then the news, the assholes, details at 11. But I go to sleep at 10. So you better stay up for tonight to get this monkeypox exclusive. This what's the fancy word they use? It's like espionage. The words they always use is to pertain to like expose.
Expose.
To get this an expose.
Yeah.
Tune at 11.
And everything's breaking news.
Yo, this shit pissed me off.
Ain't no news that's not breaking news right now.
I'm in Cleveland way back when, and I'm smashing on some Chinese food.
Yeah.
Right? I'm smashing. I'm going in. Motherfuckers and stuff. Whatever show I was watching went on commercial.
Yeah.
And then the news thing came up and stuff, whatever. They're like, is your favorite Chinese restaurant and stuff making food at clean health inspector level? Tune in at 11 for dirty chopsticks. It's 5:40.
Yeah.
I'm eating Chinese food now. I need to know now.
Yeah.
Why you put it on the 6? Let me cover it up and read it.
And if it's so important, breaking news. Break whatever you are and give me the information now. Maybe I might throw in the Chinese food.
So I made it my priority. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat any more of this food. I closed up the container.
I waited till the next day.
No, I waited till 11.
You went even 11?
I waited till 11 because I was like, I put this shit up and I got some other food and stuff to kind of time me over until then.
Yeah.
And see 11 o'clock thing. These fuckers even just talked about one restaurant.
One restaurant
that had multiple complaints. I'm like, that's not even where I bought this fucking food from.
That's what I'm saying. Because when I heard like first official case of monkeypox, I was like, oh shit, what? Because and I'll tell you what. Up until they started talking about, I had no clue that was just such a thing called monkeypox.
Yeah.
No clue whatsoever. The only pox I knew about was chicken pox.
Smallpox.
Yeah. Right. And it's so funny because the last word I heard was from Theresa Tam. Theresa Tam's would be our version of Dr. Fauci. She said they're looking at using the chickenpox vaccine.
Yeah.
For the monkeypox. And I'm like, well, if y'all can use the chickenpox vaccine for the monkeypox, then it probably ain't that bad.
Yo, who you got? Theresa Tam or Fauci? Who's better?
Fauci.
Yeah, I got Fauci.
Fauci.
Theresa Tam, like she half sleep, like she's not fully here.
Yeah.
See, you know what my problem is? My problem is and stuff, whatever. And I think part of it when we're like, oh, men just expect women like such and such. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't like individuals. I don't like getting information from individuals that look super crazy. Like Doc in like Back to the Future, like the great Scott. I wouldn't trust nothing that man say.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be in that DeLorean.
Exactly. I don't trust nothing he say. I look at Fauci. Fauci kind of like low key, kind of talk with like a little thing like, you want to go outside with the mask? You don't need a mask. Go outside. Yeah. Fuck it. It's COVID, baby.
Yeah.
And just talks like Theresa Tam, like yo, her hair, her edges be all like wild and out.
She look like she ain't getting no sleep at all.
Shirts hanging off her shoulders, shit like that. She ain't sleep. They showed us like some alien footage and stuff for her. She's like, we're going to survive if you wear your mask. I'm looking like, I feel scared every time a lady comes on the news.
Yeah. She needs some Fauci classes. She needs some Fauci classes on how to deliver.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all gotta pick these type of people in positions to fit a look and criteria and stuff for them, right? Because even like they had a commercials. Hi, this is government in Canada. I'm Theresa Tam. I was like, they get you commercial too? I don't like this. Change. Change the channel. Yeah.
She should have She should have her own spokesperson.
She needs a replacement. Yo. Let's talk about your newest Canadian man, your East Side man, Jermaine Cole.
Yeah.
He's a Toronto man now.
He's a Toronto youth.
He's a Toronto youth.
Toronto youth.
How do you feel about his basketball career now in Toronto? Because he was in Africa hooping.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be hooping here.
You know what? I think that's dope. I don't mind somebody who has a passion for a certain thing and kind of just want to rock with it, right? And the only thing I would say is like why here though? Like because I'm pretty sure there's tons of amateur leagues, semi-pro leagues in the U.S.
Yeah. Why here?
Yeah.
Why not here?
The only thing I'm thinking is maybe just like a change of atmosphere. Like you've been here a few times and you kind of like you dig the place, and it's it's something different, right? You can ball anywhere. You were balling in Africa.
True, but I feel like for me witnessing it like from the African side,
yeah,
like I looked at it where, not saying the culture didn't rock with him,
right?
I'm not saying that, but I remember.
Well, I mean, there was the one complaint like
from the players,
right? Yes, right.
That part
yeah.
when the players were like, "Oh, well, we don't need J. Cole to make the league and stuff. We're over here balling and doing it."
One of the comments was, I mean, he got the spot off his celebrity status, and there's more qualified players who could have fit that role,
right?
Which is, it could be true. I don't know.
Possible.
Right? Yeah.
See, and my thing and stuff is, okay, it goes back to when we were talking about LeBron being transgender, right?
Yeah.
People look like, what? LeBron's no, LeBron's not transgender.
No,
if the internet takes that clip.
It was a hypothetical.
That
was all.
But again, if LeBron became a transgender and went to WNBA, you're not watching it?
Yeah.
You're not watching WNBA now, but now you're having more, it's drawing more attention and it's drawing the crowd what you want.
Right.
So in these minor leagues and everything like that, do you really care, or do you care to make this money, to make this bank, to make this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think even like, one of the administration people and stuff for the Scarborough team,
yeah,
he was saying like it's an honor to have him, because I mean like we've been out here balling,
right,
and hooping, but no one's paying us no attention because the Raptors won the ship,
yeah,
and everything like that, and now the attention of basketball is coming more to the city.
Right.
Men, women, boys, girls. That's the main thing they want.
Yeah.
Because they said the overall goal and stuff is to enjoy a sport and be active and enjoy doing it or enjoy watching it and all the above. So if he brings this extra attention and everything, it's good for everybody.
And of course, we know how these things work, right? Like it's all the like, especially these smaller type leagues, they need the sponsorship. They need the donations. Like a lot of times it's coming out of pocket. It's coming out of, somebody generous to just keep it going, right? So when you have a person like J. Cole coming into the mix, where now you went from like a quarter of basketball high school gym filled to now it being filled to capacity. Yeah, the economics there makes sense. I'm just wondering, like, how did he decide what team that he goes on? Like, like he calls up and says, "Listen, I'm gonna come and play for the Scarborough League." Do they just say, do we put him on like what we consider a major market team? Because they've already got the fan base there to support it, or do we put him on like somewhere where it needs more attention? Because I'm pretty sure he just wants the ball.
I think he just wants the ball.
Yeah, he just wants the ball.
I mean, there's certain things that might just gravitate you, might get you and stuff to where you kind of are and stuff like that, right? Like,
right.
I want to say maybe the part of the incentive and stuff is that he's done tours, he's been here, he has the love here.
Yeah.
Because was it Dollar the Dream?
Yes.
When he had the Dollar concert?
Oh, that was nuts.
That line was ferocious.
That was nuts.
I was downtown that day when I seen the line.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I'm like, what's it? They're like, it's for J. Cole. I was like, they're like, it's only $1. I'm like, $1 for a J. Cole concert? I was like,
that campaign was ill.
I can understand why the line was that damn long.
Right. Yeah.
I can fully understand the stuff.
Because it's not like it was just like a joke artist or like any other. Nah.
And yeah, because he came out the gate kind of hot.
Yeah.
He came out the gate kind of hot. I want to say he came out from featuring Jay shit, whatever, to his mixtape stuff. I think was it comeback season or warm up? The warm up. The warm up. And then he dropped the album.
Right.
and then he did the tour.
The tour, right?
Right. So you were getting a good blast of it, and his turnout here was phenomenal. His turnout was phenomenal.
Well, he always gets love here.
Exactly.
He always
So I
gets love
mean,
here.
that could be just an overall incentive because let's say don't know. I don't know what African city that basketball team he was in.
Yeah.
But let's say if he did a J. Cole concert there before, how was the turnout?
Right.
Did people, gravitate to the music? Did they gravitate to him? Did they treat him like? Because some people they like to be treated like highly.
Yeah.
Like I want to say, the dopest thing too is that I think somebody said it about J. Cole. They're like, yo, I think J. Cole can ride a bike. They said that J. Cole can just ride a bike through a neighborhood and stuff, and no one would flinch.
Yeah.
But like if Jay-Z or Beyonce did that, like the whole place was shut down.
Yeah.
And I think the thing and stuff is that if it's to your liking and your comfortability, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
You want to live, okay, so would you rather live here where like we look at you like an average Joe, or you could live in downtown Toronto where we treat you like a czar? We're talking about like, you damn near go everywhere and stuff like, hey, Smooth, your money's not good here.
Yeah.
Here, meals on us.
I'm downtown, baby. I'm downtown.
Why are we having this conversation?
I'm
That man's
downtown,
said-
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like I said,
yeah.
like the love he has here just from like the regular fan base.
Yeah.
And now this, no, I think it's a win. The question I'm thinking about is stuff now pertaining to this is that if you were to have like another like musician or two to join and everything like that, do you throw them on J. Cole's team or do you throw them on another team?
Okay, well, and that's one of the things
Because
that I
I'd
was
be
gonna
like
get at.
one celebrity per team.
And that's one of the things that I get at. Because we know a few rappers that ball, but I don't think none of them really take it as serious as Cole takes it.
Right.
Right? So then if somebody else was to come in, let's say one of the Migos, which one played on the Celebrity All-Star team?
Quavo.
Quavo. Let's say Quavo said, yo, he's gonna join the Scarborough League too.
Mhm.
Do you take him just because he's Quavo?
I can't put him on Scarborough. He needs to be on, I need to, because I feel like that's not fair to every other team and stuff in that league.
Right.
I'm looking like, these motherfuckers got two rappers. We don't got no rappers. No one wants to come to our games.
we need a West End representative.
You gotta balance this
You
shit.
gotta balance it
You gotta
out.
balance
You gotta
this
balance
shit.
it out.
So like, yeah. If you put J. Cole in the East, you gotta put the
You gotta
other
put somebody
celebrity
West.
like
You gotta put
West.
somebody
Yeah,
West,
yeah. See, that's what I was looking at. I was like, yo, how would they do this shit now? Because you're right, the awareness. Like, I feel like you can do anything you want once you got 1 million.
What's stopping you?
Well, I seen this thing where some YouTuber, 16 years old, bought themselves like their dream home.
Right.
They're like when they were like 8, 9 years old, they always said this is the kind of dream home they had.
Yeah.
And they bought their dream home.
At the age of
Because they're
16.
millionaires.
Crazy.
They're millionaires,
Yeah.
with it, right? And I think that's dope. But I'm looking like, basically, if you're a millionaire, you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
So this hooping thing, Master P,
Master P.
he's up for the rafters.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could be, make your millions, people. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Just make that million.
Okay. Yes, I wanted to ask you this question.
But I mean, before
Go ahead.
we move on, you taking any of the games?
Like personal to go?
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust people like that yet. Because here's the thing.
Right.
I've been to a Raptors game. Right?
Yes.
Since everything's opened up and everything, I have no qualms and stuff with that. But I know the Raptors and is it
MLSC.
Like they throw dollars into every fucking thing,
Oh yeah.
including security,
Yeah.
and all some other type of shit. Now, right? Let's say some other people's are going because it's J. Cole,
Right.
right? How's security for these places? Like,
Scarborough man's them kind of wild still. Scarborough man's them is kind of wild still.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
You
like,
might get Gurks in the stands.
yo, you know the wildest thing too? I always felt bad too, because I remember, I think after your bitch ass, you remember the time when I was talking to the chick? And I was like, you're like, where you going? I'm like, Malvern. No, the fuck you're not.
So, you stay ass right here.
I was like, where's Malvern? That's in Scarborough. It's in the east. And I was telling somebody the story. They're like, oh, Scarborough, that's the murder capital of Toronto. And I was looking like, I didn't hear this shit in the brochure. Where was this in the pamphlet? So I was looking like, they already have a bad
And
rep.
she ain't mentioned nothing too. She just said, yeah, come and look for me.
Yeah. She's like, I'm in Malvern, blah, blah, blah. This bitch. I'm like, and I wasn't driving that time. So I'm like, how do I get there? Shit, get off the subway and you take the bus and stuff like that. And just call me when you get close by. I was like, all right. And then you just shot everything. I'm like, yeah, my cousin said I can't come out and play because you live in a dangerous neck of the woods and they're not too fond of American people. I might not come back alive or I definitely come back robbed for sure.
Listen, and we ain't just sitting on Scarborough, man. But because I remember one time back in the day, I used to talk to this shorty.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her, come by and come look for me. She's like, yeah, where you at? So I was like, I'm off of Western Road. No, you're in the hood. It's like, what do you mean? I value my life.
I value my life.
I said, damn.
That's what you said to you?
I said, damn. It ain't that bad.
It's your
shorty.
everyday life, but she said she value.
Yeah.
You don't love yourself.
Yeah, I don't love myself. I don't.
I couldn't wait to throw that back at you.
I stayed there too long. I don't love myself.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild.
That's wild, man. When you really think about it. But you know what I mean? Oh, hopefully, like I don't know whether they play these games and stuff like that. But
no, that league is brand new to me when I heard the conversation.
okay,
And then I was looking at stuff. I was like, well, if they're part of the Scarborough and stuff, whatever, I'm assuming they're gonna be somewhere there.
yeah,
Probably like worst case scenario. I'm thinking the best place to put them is way out there in the east where they did all the Pan Am.
right.
Remember the Pan Am games and stuff was here like a few years ago and stuff like that. They fixed facilities and everything like that. So I'm thinking.
Also, I think there's also like a Centennial College out there.
But doesn't say it's a Centennial College,
Right.
Where they spruced up for the Pan Am.
Okay, got it.
Do some
Got
other,
it.
yeah.
Got it.
So like it is Centennial College, but I
Right.
just can't remember exactly like the name of it. The intersection's in my head though. I think it's like off Ellesmere or some shit like that.
I think it's further. I think it's further east.
It's further
I
east.
think it's
than
further
that.
east. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. if I'm remembering correctly.
So check this. I heard this story. And I've been asking people, and I said I was going to ask you, but I said I wanted to save for the show.
Okay.
So, so who's more desperate? A woman who is with a married man or the wife of the married man
Who knows about the woman?
who knows about multiple women that the husband has?
I'm gonna say the wife.
Why?
Why?
Why wife?
Because
I said before you start, I said the woman.
you said the woman.
I said the woman.
I say wife because she's in a relationship where it's supposed to be committed, right? And the fact that it's not like you went to vows for this, the whole honor and commitment, and you believed in him 100%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to find out that information and be like, okay, you're not who or what you're about you said you were when we got into this relationship, and you're still staying, I think that's an act of maybe not necessarily desperation. Maybe I'm settling. Maybe that might be the back to the settling argument. But the side piece, she already knows from jump what the deal is.
Right, but why I said side piece and stuff was desperate is because I'm looking at like, okay, set man is married.
Right.
How many fucking single men are out here?
This is true.
So that's how I'm like, I was drawing a blank and stuff. I was like, and people I was having a conversation with, they were saying, like, I want to, let's say if it was a room of 10.
Right.
It was a split. It was split.
Split. Okay.
And I kept saying like, but why is it really split? Because because everybody's understanding everybody's side. Like I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. But my thing and stuff is that, let's say if it was in a abusive relationship.
Okay.
Or like, you know, he's like, you ain't going nowhere. You gonna sit here, you can't do shit without me and stuff. I'm gonna pay these bills and I'm gonna fuck these chicks and stuff like that, whatever.
Right.
Right? And it's like in a toxic kind of marriage and everything like that.
Right.
It's kind of like set woman has to find an ability to grow the wings and shed that weight.
Okay.
So she might be trapped and she might be bamboozled and all some type of stuff. Or it might be a ruse and she sees him with the women and stuff and they're like, you think every woman I'm with, I'm fucking? My gosh, how dare you? Why would you think less of me like that? And everybody's like, girl, you a fool.
Or she might not care. You might be providing a hell of a life for her.
I mean,
that she willing to just
overlook some shit or turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
And see, like I said, like this. In today's times, when people don't really talk to each other like that as people, we live in the digital world. You as a person or as a single person, you can find an app to help you find other alleged singles. Yeah. As I said alleged.
Yeah.
But until you know who you're dealing with. But I'm like, yo, if somebody's blatant, like rocking the band, whoa, I can't sleep over. I got to go home to my wife. I think that smells like desperation to me.
But some women don't want a full-time man.
Part-time lover.
Yeah, some women will go out and hunt for that married man just because she knows that you're already committed to somebody else. And she just wants you for playtime. She don't want you for anything else.
Oh yeah, I heard that in the song. Toy friend.
Toy friend.
He's like, come be my toy friend. Let me play with you until I'm through with you.
Yeah. And as soon as you talk about getting serious, like, yo, dudes might come in and say, yo, babes, I left my wife. I'm ready to be with you 100%. She might be, huh? That ain't what I signed up for.
That happens, but I still feel like it happens to lather more the other way. You leave your wife for me. You leave your wife for me.
Yeah.
I said a lot of things in my life before. I said I was going to climb up to the heavens. I'm not there yet.
At one point after the 5 years, you didn't realize I wasn't going to leave my wife for you.
Valid. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I gotta ask Smooth. I swear I had to ask Smooth because like it was just split. I just feel like,
yeah, you know what? I see it both ways too.
I see it both ways, but I just feel like set person, like wife and side piece,
right?
I don't feel like they understand their worth.
Yeah.
If you understood your worth, you wouldn't be in set predicament.
Right.
Because like even if you're with somebody. And hell, say it wasn't wife, say it was husband.
Yeah.
Right? If you're with a woman, yes, toxic femininity exists.
Femininity.
If you're with a woman, if I was with an abusive woman, and she just constantly just get random dicks every now and then.
I gotta stay home with the kids.
And I stay home with the kids. I cook, clean, and iron. And I bust my ass to try and look pretty for her. And she's still just going out there chasing dicks. I'm gonna leave. But I know my worth.
I mean, if it was Oprah, I'm married to.
Stedman ain't going nowhere.
Stedman ain't going nowhere.
Come on now.
He ain't going nowhere.
Calm down.
He ain't going nowhere.
Motherfucker sold me a story. Y'all was telling me a story. Stedman's supposed to be a lawyer? He ain't no damn lawyer. Stedman's a regular Joe.
He a lawyer when it comes to making sure the paperwork is proper when he's staying. He's a lawyer then.
Aren't we all? You don't even, what was it? Was it J.G. Wentworth? You don't need J.G. Wentworth to know for a fact. Stedman paperwork is proper. Stedman paperwork is proper.
That's it.
If I hear Stedman make the headlines and stuff, whatever, mark this podcast down. If Stedman makes the headlines like Oprah and Stedman are through, I would cry. I would cry.
Yeah.
I would cry. Because I feel like Oprah's looking like, you're not about to taste these billions, but you can have a taste of this finer life.
Listen, man.
Is there a complaint with that?
How many side pieces do you think Stedman had?
How many side pieces do I think Stedman has?
And do you think Oprah would even care if he had a side piece?
And we were having this conversation. I was having this conversation with a friend about people with money and what they do with their sexual lifestyles and everything like that.
Right.
Pertaining to so your first question, I feel like Stedman might have one side piece. The reason why I say that, because I remember they were saying something like, if you want to take over the world, if you want to take over the world, you don't need 1 million people to take over the world. The smaller the group, the more they increase the success rate.
Right.
It's
more focused.
Right. So I feel like if you get it convoluted, the fact that you're Oprah's like toy friend. You're Oprah's toy friend.
Yeah.
Right? And now you're going to say, all right, well, until Oprah's ready for me, I'm going to have A, B, and C.
Right.
I think by the time you might fuck around, like your A says no to you, go to B, and then Oprah's not going to call you back and everything. And the C's be like, oh, you forget about me? It's going to get too convoluted. So I feel like Stedman has one.
Yeah.
Do I think Oprah cares if Stedman has? No, because she has Gail.
So I was about to say, Oprah, Gail, and Stedman might make a good throuple.
Nah, Gail not having that. Gail don't want no dick. Gail don't want no. She don't want that Stedman. She don't want that steady man dick.
Imagine if Oprah called Stedman Studman in the bedroom.
What if his name is Studman? His name might be Studman. Like after a nice rendezvous, she might be like, he's like, morning, Oprah. She's like, morning, Studman. I'm going to be good now. I'm going to be good.
Back to the regular program.
You did this to me.
Oh, man.
I wanted to add, okay. Who was better with self-improvement? Men or women? Now.
I'm going to say women on this one.
You want to say?
I'm going to say women.
I thought hard about this one, whatever, too. Because the reason why I scratched my head, I was like, we don't fall short, especially in today's times.
Right.
To tell you how to be a better man. Like, let's say, like, style-wise or aesthetic-wise.
Yeah.
There was a time where it was just kind of suit or jeans.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And I feel like, when you look at women and their fashion, just like aesthetic-wise.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many damn transitions throughout the decades to, like, now. Like, even, like, before, a thicker woman and stuff, whatever, would probably be shunned. She'd be, quote-unquote, fat.
Right.
And everything. And now, in today's times and stuff, I heard the song, I don't want no skinny woman, because bone is for dogs. A man wants me.
Wow.
I was like, shit, I was attack on all skinny women.
Yeah.
But I was looking at stuff, I was like, throughout the time, we've been keeping up to time to the transition of women and their looks and telling them like, oh, how to fit this look, how to look like this, what not to wear, and all that type of stuff. Just the aesthetic-wise now, right?
Yes.
I think for men, we're just kind of told the stuff like the basics, like, get your money up.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you remember from as a man? Get your money up. Have manners.
Yeah. Get your money up, have manners, man.
Probably go to school. But if you got your money up, they don't give a fuck about you about school.
I mean, look at look at all the nerd types that we know, the successful nerd types with the trophy wives.
Get your money up.
Get your money up.
Get your money up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women, no. I feel like women in self-improvement, it goes away. I like You know what? I'm honestly a fan of women who've been through like a bad breakup and they do like the whole revenge body look shit and to do better.
Right.
Like, I feel like, to me, I don't think too many guys care about the revenge thing afterwards.
Nah.
Like, I want to say, let's say you broke up with a woman.
Right.
And her new dude is now a brain surgeon and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
You're in your head, you're still saying, fuck him.
He ain't shit.
Yeah, he ain't shit.
He ain't got nothing over me. What? He can do surgery on the brain?
You know how fast I can flip these burgers? You know how fast I flip these burgers, boy? I play flick of the wrist when I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if it's the other way around, a woman would be like, girl, he done got him a damn doctor and everything like that. Well, fuck him. I'm going to get my PhD in nursing. I'm going to go do this.
Come up as real after the breakup.
Come up as real. And I feel like the self-improvement for women and stuff is way greater.
Yeah.
But I feel like modern day times now.
They think we're kind of catching up?
Catching up is a stretch. But we're trying.
We're trying
because we have to identify like the amateurs and like say like, you know, do you want a beautiful looking woman or you want somebody to drop a deuce on your pillow? You know what I'm saying? Now this is where the improvement comes in. Be like,
right.
How smelly is the deuce? You know? Is it runny? Is it solid? And then they're like, and the woman's side, they're like, no, there's no excuse. You want nothing but the best of the best. Right. So I feel like women will win on that tail of the tape.
Yeah.
But we're coming up. We're trying to play catch up because it's not fair, and it always was labeled as a man's world. But to me, it's been labeled a woman's world.
It's definitely a woman's world, and
we're getting fired for this. You know that, right?
You gotta
this whole episode.
You gotta have more to offer as a man nowadays. You do.
So what do you have to offer to a woman now?
It's gonna be more than just look good.
Give me five. You
gotta have a decent job. Right? You gotta have a place of your own. Right? You gotta have a vehicle of your own. Right? You gotta keep up with your appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What would be the fifth one? Mannerism?
Gentleman-like. So manners.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. Now, women. Look like you're clean.
look like you're clean.
That's it.
Listen, at one point, titties and ass was a requirement. It's not a requirement anymore. Just look like you're clean.
Take one without the other. No. What's the little slim rapper chick? Coil Ray?
Coil Ray, yeah.
She don't got no titties?
No.
She don't got no ass?
No.
Look clean.
Look clean, that's what I'm saying. Look clean. Look clean. Have some sort of sex appeal to it. Sex appeal. Women don't understand. Sex appeal goes a long way as far as men are concerned. Because you could be a plus size Betty, but you wear your clothes right, you move right, you talk right. Men is coming your way.
So what's sex appeal for men? Like what would that look like? I guess like charisma and charm.
Charisma and charm, I would say, yeah.
Okay. I think everybody needs charisma and charm, though. Are there people out here with no charisma and charm that you know?
Some women will get away with it, man. With
no charm or no charisma.
With no, I wouldn't say maybe just some of it, but you can be a woman with a bad attitude and get men.
Yeah. I like him attitude. I like him spicy. I like him spicy.
That's what I'm saying. You can be a woman like no care in the world. Like fuck you, nigga. Okay. We easy going. We too easy going. We're too easy going.
So,
we need standards.
We're agreeable, man.
We need standards.
We're agreeable, man.
Yeah,
we're agreeable, man. I don't know.
We're agreeable.
They treat us so bad too. With their complex. Their complex, they look down at us. Peasant men. Last thing before we get to, going towards the question of the week. Are you transparent with your flaws or do you shield them from the world?
I used to shield them from the world.
Okay, talk about it now. Because, I'm open as fuck.
Yeah, when I was younger, I want to say, and probably less mature, I would probably act like I didn't have no flaws at all.
Why?
I don't know, just to keep up with that appearance that.
So what made you shift? I'm curious now. What made you shift?
What made me shift is the realization that nobody's perfect. And part of my growth is admitting my flaws.
Yeah, I say I'm flawsome. I'm
You're
awesome with my flaws.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because I look at it. See, I've always been told that I've been too transparent.
Right.
Like I'll just say like, yo, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Smooth, what you up to? You crossed my mind. I missed you, man.
Yeah.
And some people are like, yo, you don't have to say that. That you call Smooth because you missed him. You didn't have to say it. No, I need you to know I missed you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, and I guess in certain type of aspects, like for me, I always say I wear my emotions, I wear my clothes.
Okay.
So if I'm not doing well,
yeah,
or if I'm not doing proper, I'm gonna let you know.
Right.
And it's not like, it's just to put you on guard. Just to like.
So you understand if I come at you sideways, there's a reason why I'm coming at you sideways.
Yeah. Like you're like I don't. To me, I feel like it's fucked up if I don't mention anything and stuff to you. Or I just lie to you.
Right.
And then now you look like, yo, Marv, can I have a piece of gum? And I'm like, I'm blowing up over the gum. You're like, fuck, I'll go to the dollar store buy my own damn pack. Like, why are you wilding out for the gum, whatever? But if I'm telling you, like, I'm on edge because blah 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 blah. Yeah. I feel like me being transparent with you is good enough. And I'm being transparent about my bad. I like a warning label. If I know what I'm going to get into and stuff, whatever, if I know there's landmines over there, I move different compared to if I don't know what landmines are.
Right.
And I feel like I don't want to be in a situation where I think, you're one with yourself when you have your flaws or certain things might trigger you.
Right.
And I say something like, mustard. And then now you have like, I see a tear come down your eye and everything. I'm like,
dude, what happened?
Mustard on the beat. You're like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you? You all right? And you're like, I'm good. I just needed a moment. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
Is there ever a point where you feel like revealing your flaws might hurt you? If like let's say like to certain people, like if you reveal to certain people, because some people feel like that.
So to me, do I feel like it would hurt me?
Right.
No.
Okay.
I've come to a point where I think this is probably around high school. A little bit I left high school. A little bit around the time when I was getting to leave high school, I realized and stuff like, oh shit. Because my birthday's in April.
Yeah.
I graduated and stuff in that the May-June time, like a month after. So let's say I turned 18 in April. The May-June time I graduated and stuff. And I looked at it and stuff and said, holy shit, I'm 18, I'm an adult, and I'm about to do adult shit now.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out who is self. Like, who the fuck am I?
Right.
And I'm like, some people might not like me because I come from a specific place. Some people might not like me because I talk a particular type of way.
Right.
Am I going to stop being me for them? So if me being me is a problem to you, I like to know that so I don't fuck with you.
Got it.
So I don't really look at it stuff like it would be a problem.
Right.
Because I'm like, if I tell you like, this is what like I don't know, Mustard pisses me off and everything like that. And
Yeah.
you're looking at me like blah, 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 Antichrist, or I can't believe mustard and everything like that. It's cool. I just won't fuck with you.
Right.
And my life is so much more easier. So to me.
No.
To me. So I feel like if anybody like if anybody is struggling with that issue, like what you just said,
right.
my recommendation and stuff is just to try to be the best version of yourself possible. Somebody's gonna like you for you being you.
Yeah, for you. And I think that in itself is why so much people have the hangups of being just totally honest about themselves. Because they feel like nobody's gonna accept that. Like nobody's gonna want to accept them for it. But you have people that are willing to look past certain flaws. And if they're not, then that's not the person for you.
But that's what I'm saying, like, we might consider them flaws. And then
That's another thing.
Like on ourselves.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Right? Because I never forget, like, yo, I told you with the one anime thing, chick said she hated her hair. Her hair was red and it was thick, like thread. And they used to make fun of her when she was little.
Right.
And her husband, but when he was younger, she's like, how did you find me? He's like, I found you from your beautiful hair. The thing she hated or what she deemed as a flaw,
right?
He deemed it as something iconic, an iconic beauty part of her.
Right.
And so that's what I'm saying, like, you might deem it as a flaw to yourself, but somebody might deem it as like a charm, a quirk, something great.
Listen,
like some people know. I know some people hate their freckles.
Yeah,
and I love people with freckles.
I love freckles. I love freckles. Well, I think up until I want to say maybe midway through high school, I had a problem with me being too short. I felt like I was too short. And I think
until the shootouts with the tall ass people get shot, and you're like, "Hey, bitches, I just gotta run."
And I think part of that was because I think I stopped growing when I hit grade 9, right? And it was everybody else around me still growing, and be like, "Yo, Smooth, you ain't growing no more." And it kind of made me feel like, "Yo, the hell?" I'm like, I'm going to be like this height for the rest of my life? But then I realized, no, but I have, and I think with men, I think the whole, and listen, ladies, you don't understand when you say you're looking for tall, dark, and handsome, how much that does to certain men.
That's true.
How much that does to certain men. And it wasn't until I figured out, nah, I got a lot more to offer than just my height. And then I realized, no, yo, I'm pulling mad shorties. I'm pulling more shorties than some of the guys twice my size.
Yeah, because the girls might like them. The women might not.
Right.
Because the girls might be like, oh shit, he's 6'1" with a beard and he a felon and he lived with his mama on the couch. Girl, this pussy is wet for him. And then a woman will look at stuff and be like, what kind of loser is that?
Yeah.
But then a woman will look at you like your credentials or like the things they might know about you and stuff, and it just might be tantalizing.
And then when I started dating women that are taller than me, I was like, nah, I'm the height God made me. If I was any taller, I might have age. So you know what?
Spot on.
I'm good with where I'm at, height wise.
And so when it came to the self-improvement thing,
yeah,
where my issue and stuff is that I always looked at like the beauty thing, right? Aesthetic wise. Because I remember Dove has the campaign, Love the Skin You're In.
Right.
A lot of women can't love the skin that they're in.
Nah.
So, and I'm not saying like, okay, so the ones that do, I guess, like the surgeries, the workouts or whatever and everything to kind of make themselves better.
Yeah.
By all means. But I feel like a lot of men kind of love the skin that they're in a lot more.
Yeah, I would agree with
Because
that.
I feel like, there's some guy, like he might say, I'm losing weight for such purpose, or because it's a purpose pertaining to, like, I guess, like life or daughter, or like, there's a reason. It's just not
Right.
just for look.
Right.
I was like, I'm clean.
Clean.
I'm clean. So,
Women out here saying, I got myself a teddy bear. I got myself a teddy bear.
right?
Yeah. You're not a big boy, you're not fat, you're a teddy bear.
But
You're a teddy bear.
you're not a fat girl. You're a BBW.
You're a
You're a
BBW.
big beautiful woman.
Right.
Right. So I mean, it's perspective.
And that's why I say, like, you can either look at yourself as a fat girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can look at yourself, and again, with that sex appeal, you start wearing stuff that flatters you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you take on that confidence attitude,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then with that confidence attitude, you start oozing a little sex appeal. You're a totally different woman.
Yeah.
You are a totally different woman. And we see that as a totally different woman.
My favorite big girl is a West Indian big girl. I feel like
Oh, they'll wear anything. Their confidence is through the
Girl, their
roof.
confidence.
Their confidence is
I beg your pardon? Their confidence on space shuttle shit. You can't tell them they ain't shit. What, fluffy?
fluffy. Fluffy.
Yo, yeah, right. Yeah. That's why when I see like certain type of bigger women with like, like kind of like a low self-esteem, I'm like, take your ass to the Caribbean.
That's
Go
it.
to Jamaica.
That's it.
Let them retrain your brain.
Uh-huh.
I bet you be a different, you come out here like a baddie.
What?
Enough said.
Attitude.
Let's get to the question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Should men marry before the age of 30?
I wouldn't say in this day and age. Nah.
No.
Nah.
Why not?
There's too much. I think there's too much distractions out there.
Distractions.
Too much distractions out there, and if you're not focused, and I really see, I mean, from my experience, I rarely see men who are focused to an extent in their 30s. There may be one or two exceptions to the rule.
You mean going into their 30s, or to be like, or they mean like in general? You saying like men get focused in their 40s?
I'm saying a majority of men that I know
Really?
haven't really
Interesting.
gotten like that focus in the 40s. Like, nah, this is what's important to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this, I'm gonna move in this direction to achieve certain things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes that I know growing up, but they were still wavering. Shit, I didn't really get serious until like maybe my late 30s.
37, 38, 39.
Around there. And when I mean serious, I mean focused on life goals.
What that
life goals, not like my woman. I had my focus with my woman from early because
I would hope that marriage would be kind of like a life goal.
Right.
Somebody would be focused
right.
on.
Because
if you're gonna say you get married just to get married and stuff like that, I know some immigrants that need some paperwork. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I say life goals and focus on it, not necessarily you being serious with one woman, because you being serious with one woman, that could be there. But if you're not focused, if you not have the seriousness of life goals, remember, you guys got to build a life together. Right? So she may be focused on certain things and she's waiting for you to play catch up. And I don't care how much she in loves with you. If certain things ain't in a certain position by a certain time and she can't see the future, she's either going to do something to wake your ass up, or she's just going to be like, okay, love don't pay the bills, man. Love don't do, you know what I mean? There's certain things that I need you to be here like this with me.
See, to me, it's I look at it kind of different. I agree. Like, what I know now,
Right.
I would have got married in my 30s before my 20s, but I have no problem. When I got married in my 20s,
Yeah.
I had focus. I had the vision.
Right.
And I was trying to build to that, like, let's say, in my mind, I had my own kind of timeline.
Okay.
A certain type of thing. I'm a planner.
Right. Yeah.
So I had certain type of things and stuff like etched out to say like what I want to do, what I want to accomplish and stuff at like set amount of time. Right. But that's part of the reason why I ended up having my son at like 32.
Okay.
Right. So I was married for years before my son kind of came in.
Right.
Because I had plans and goals and things and stuff to kind of accomplish and do and set out to do and stuff like that. So like my focus was there before I hit 30.
Okay.
But on a collective, depends on the circle to me, the circle of men. Because I feel like if you're in a collective of men, like as a man, you're in a collective, a circle of men where they have like multiple baby moms and nobody's getting married.
Right.
What would be your incentive to get married?
Yeah.
Now,
but on top of that, they might have they might have their one and only, right?
Yeah.
Where they're there and not necessarily married, but they're committed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But still, their focus is on partying and bullshit. Well, why would your focus be any different? So that's what I'm saying. Like when I say like when you have those life goals or that focus on it, like, nah, man, I'm not clubbing this week. We go clubbing every week. Or nah, man, you know what I mean? Like, we do the same things all the time and there's nothing ever progressive.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we do this as opposed to it? And then you start thinking different. And then, man, I've weeded out a lot of friends on that perspective
You're
alone.
supposed to.
Yeah, on that perspective alone, because I can't get to where I'm going if you're still here.
Yeah, you have to shed the weight.
You got to shed the weight.
That's what I'm saying. You need friends that can give you wings and not give you weight.
Right. And your significant other be looking like, yo, she don't want to tell you that it's your friends because they've been your friends, right? But she'll be like, she'll notice that. She'll be like, yo, you're not progressing because the circle you're in.
I better say shit. Your significant other would tell you about your fucking friends.
See, some of them will. Some of them will. You know what I mean?
Who that? That one friend? I don't like him.
Some of them will.
He gonna fuck you up.
Yo, listen,
he gonna get you fucked
listen,
up.
My wife, he told me that I had certain friends that I dropped off. My wife would tell me, yo, I never liked that person. But well, why don't you say something? But it's your friend. You know what I mean? It's like.
True that. No, well said. Okay. Let's get to the Axe of Sons.
Let's go away, people.
Oh, are you ready? First question comes from Mr. Classic. What's the most unprofessional thing a doctor has said to you? Oh. Are you the one with the doctorate or is it me?
yeah, the doctor tell you that?
I went in the box. I was going to do it for my culture too. So fuck a law of the land that day. I was going to do it for the culture. It's the law of the land that kind of just kept me like, your lawyer team might be better than my lawyer team because of your income.
Yeah.
But that was not necessary to be said. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking about it.
Doctors been nice to you?
Doctors for the most part have been nice to me. I mean, maybe it could have been worse. Or I know a patient that does that and start giving a patient history of somebody else who has like
that's unprofessional.
That's what I'm saying. It'd probably be on that lines, but I don't know. Is it unprofessional if they don't give the actual patient's name? Or is it just a case study at that point?
I think it's just a case study.
It might be a case study at that point.
Because I had a friend, he told me one day way back when, he's like, he went to one of the doctors and stuff, and he's like, he walked in.
Right.
He went to go see his doctor. He's like, look, I had unprotected sex with set women and stuff like that. And then after I told somebody and stuff, they kind of said, you know, she's kind of been around the block. So I came to get a checkup.
Yeah.
And everything, right? And then the doctor was saying stuff like in a nutshell to him, like, this is the reason why you should wear condoms and stuff, whatever. I don't understand. How much gas did you burn to come over here? I'm pretty sure a condom would probably be cheaper than that. So I was like, you got an open kind of doctor, don't you? You got a Marvin kind of doctor. Because
Doctor set you straight.
I was like, that's a lot.
I was like, damn.
I
just came for the treatment. I didn't go for the ridicule.
Yeah. It's like, what if you get pulled over by a police officer or stuff, whatever? I'm going to give you the speech where I write you this fucking ticket. Just give me the ticket.
Yeah.
Just give me the ticket.
Yeah.
Do one job. I'll go with my parents for that one.
Bro, the last speeding ticket I got, right? I was doing 95 in an 80 zone, right? When the officer pulled me over, he gonna make it seem like he's doing me a favor. He's like, okay, not gonna take any demerit points away, right? The fine is only gonna be $50, right? Then he proceeds to tell me, he goes, yeah, because anything under 20, insurance doesn't give a shit about. Why you pull me over then?
He needed a quota. He needed a quota.
Like if he that giving me that extra information just made the situation worse. Because I'm like, you mean to tell me that on a regular day you're letting the 95s go by?
Not today.
But I'm a quota.
You're a quota.
I'm a quota. This is what you're telling me. I'm a quota. So that's okay. It's only gonna find you $50.
Description. You fit the description.
I fit the description. I'm only gonna charge you $50. Hey, no points. Hey.
Toss up. Next question comes from Anna_V. What is the most underrated act during sex? Oh. I'm pointing to the couch. No. With Ben. Like hugging and having, yeah, like.
I was gonna say, please don't say dry humping.
No. In the missionary position.
Yeah.
Or like, someone's on top and like you're doing that, the hug.
Yeah.
That part. It hit different.
It does.
Because I want to say like, with the non-hugging, it feels like it feels porn-like. But then with the hugging and stuff, it feels intimate.
It does. It
feels romantic and intimate.
Yeah.
That's underrated.
Very underrated.
What you got?
I would say that and also kissing during missionary.
You gotta be some slow, because if you go fast and stuff, but I had some incidents.
Wait, you got chick too?
No, it's kind of like you're trying to aim for the lips, but you end up kissing like a cheekbone because you're like.
But you gotta play it off, man. You gotta get. I mean, you start kissing the rest of the face. Make it like you meant to do that. Okay, catch about the lips.
This guy is wild. You're a wild boy.
And eye contact. I think that's underrated too.
Time of the day. Time of the day. Because like, I like night sex.
Right.
I like night sex and stuff because it's kind of like, all right, you clean up, I clean up.
Yeah.
And we come back to bed and we out.
Yeah.
We out, whatever, right? We get the sleep in and everything like that. If it's morning sex, I don't know. Sometimes I be sleep. This eye right here might produce some crust. So I'm like, if I'm there trying to look all seductive, sensual seduction, then they got the crusty eye going on, be looking like, she might even close her eyes. I will close my eyes.
Billy D. Williams.
You're fucked.
Not this crusty eye motherfucker.
Right? So eye contact, I see it. I get it.
Yeah.
It's warranted. It's worth it. But I just realized this stuff like the other day I was saying to myself, I'm like, yo, eye contact only happens in like light sex, when you're having sex in daylight or light in a lit room.
Well, I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? It may be dark outside, but you got the windows open, you got a little moonlight coming in, and it's the setting.
Shit.
The setting.
I need to open up my curtains. I got blackout curtains. I'm
You
ready to go to sleep.
Now you got to open up the curtains a little bit, let that moonlight
I can feel my way around the body. And then like over there, like, all right. I'm ready for sleep. I have a problem.
You got the cleanup rag already next to the bed, or you gotta go, you get up to the washroom.
Yo, keep it real with you.
Mm.
Whoever thought of like that towel, having a towel, they knew what the fuck they were thinking about. I mean, things could get like wet, sticky, eggy, and you still need to sleep in the bed.
Yes.
Because I want to say, like, it was so funny before, like way back in the day, I remember it's kind of like you want to be the first one to clean up.
Right.
To know when you come back, you're getting on the dry spot. And another person got to do like some extra shimmy away from the wet spot.
Listen, man. Whenever the action is going on, I make sure we're dead center. So that way when we're done, we part like the Red Sea.
That's a man with a plan. That's a man with a plan.
We part like the Red Sea. Hold your corner, I'ma hold mine.
Yo, I love it. I fucking love it. All right. Last question comes from B-Easy86.
All right.
What's your go-to small talk topic with strangers?
Weather.
Is it? Yeah?
Yeah. I'll listen. I'll walk out, and it'll be a beautiful day, and I was like, they probably might even not want to talk to me. I'm like, damn, this is like when like the day itself is like, it's so gorgeous, and if it's a really good day, most people can't fight that. They're like, yeah, I'm I came outside and I thought like the weather was just
I shoot down weather conversations
really
because they're so basic. Because I'm become like, if you wanted to have a small talk thing, whatever, you got to do better. See, my small talk go-to conversation and stuff is always like 5 more friends or 5 less friends. If I'm in the elevator or stuff with somebody, I'm like, hi, friend. Then they might screw up their face. Be like, all right, calm down, guy. And I'm like, you don't like the word friend? Would you rather have 5 more friends or 5 less friends?
Right.
And then motherfuckers start to ponder some shit. And when they say less, I'm like, okay, now I know why you scrunched up your face.
Right.
And he said, well, more. And we're like, so why did you scrunch up your face?
Right.
And then the next thing you know, whatever, well, this is my stop. I'm getting up like, wait, new friend, come back. I'm blah, blah, blah. Your name is Marvelous. It was always Marvelous. Yeah, I feel like the weather thing, like the default when you go in the elevator, hello, some weather we're having. Yes, fucker, I left my house. So when you left your house, I can tell. And some people don't even care about the weather. I have 10 people I know, automatic, they don't even watch the weather. My girl doesn't even watch the fucking weather. Nah. You know what she said to me? She's like, it's going to be 2 kind of conditions in whatever the fuck I'm going. Cold or hot.
Yeah.
And it's around whatever season, I dress for the season.
You dress for the season.
So yeah.
I'm a beautiful weather guy.
Okay.
It's a beautiful weather we're having. Yeah, it is. I came out on the lawn, I mowed my lawn, and this and that. Oh, it always works for me.
You don't get in those one assholes and stuff. What? Some beautiful we're having. Oh, it's up and down like a toilet seat. Okay, man. We had the end now, man. So say the Suns for the week. Folks, are you ready for your weekly motivation? So say the Suns of the week.
Hit them with it.
Says, the goal of an argument is not to be right, it's to get it right.
So says the Suns. You might have to break that down for some.
Well, I feel like when we're pitching anybody, when you're having a regular conversation, a casual conversation with somebody, you're going to get into this mode and stuff where it might switch over into argument mode.
Right.
But it's tone, mannerisms, body language, all those type of things kind of keep it from, I want to say, progressing into like tension.
Right.
And I think the thing and stuff is that you don't always have to be right.
No.
But people feel like, like if you and I are talking, I have to be right. Fuck what Smooth is saying. I have to be right. He needs to see that I'm right.
Right.
the goal is to get it right in general. So if we're arguing about or whatever we're having an argument about,
Yeah.
if it's about microphones and cameras and everything, we need to come to a collective, or there might be a collective answer out there already
Right.
that might agree with microphone angles, lighting, the best angles and stuff to kind of get some things, whatever, right? Because I'm pretty sure if I turn the mic facing that way,
Right.
that's not the ideal type of thing to pick up my voice and my sound,
Right.
right? So it's to get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's the overall thing, is to get it right. I think people not really focused with the goal. Some people are,
Yeah.
and some people are not. And I think that's where they fall shy from the mark. They're like, I came here to win.
Yeah.
Win what?
I always say when you're going into an argument, make sure you're able to articulate it properly.
True, but some people and stuff. What if somebody just don't like you for you, and they don't give a fuck what you say?
But then it's not an argument to be had.
Until you recognize it, though.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm always, if I'm going into an argument, I gotta make sure, first and foremost, I know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of people like to argue and don't know what shit they talking about.
Just get it right.
Yeah. I need to know what I'm talking about, and I need to know that at the end of I'm stating my position, you're either going to bring more facts to the table, right? Or disprove my argument. If you're not able to disprove my argument, I'm not continuing. Because at this point, you just argue for the sake of wanting to be right. You're not adding anything else new to the conversation. You're not explaining your position. Because if you explain your position and you articulate it well, then I have to think about it. Right? And now I'm either going to have to come up with a counter argument or I'm going to have to concede.
Right.
But if you're just rambling off for the sake of rambling off, I'm like, this is going nowhere. This is going nowhere. And I want to stand here and argue, because no matter what I say, just like you said, no matter what I say, you're not trying to hear. You just want to be right for the sake of being right. And that's it. I like that.
Soapboxes, get off them. We are at the end, folks. Don't forget to like this and subscribe and stuff on the YouTube as well.
That's it.
It's a wrap. Another one in the books. So again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love. And men, keep your head up.
Our time is coming.
Time is coming.
The Podical Sons was not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.